Yo, it's your man Lyrical LMF, you feel me? Shout out to Exit 64, shout out to Ezee Shed, you feel me? It was a nice collab today. It was a nice vlog with Exit 64. I think we did our shit. I'm about to get up out of here. You understand? I don't want to hear no complaints for the missus, you feel me? And you already know.
Hey, yo. You know you done fucked up, right? One shot, nigga. One shot! Took you in, took care of you, gave you a pack and all that, nigga. You signed that deal, 5 years, nigga. I hope you make it. I own that. 6'4", give a head now, watch you tiptoe. Bitch 4, now your hands up, take a clip code. Me hot, just cause it click doesn't mean stop. Mean blocks, lottie dottie, please get your team shot. Bean flock, flockos, hard shell, no tacos. Billy Bob Bronco, hands out, no rondo. 9 points, sweeper with the broom, dusting wild noise. Wild boys, come and take a swing, I'm a thornberry. Heart scary, move your snake gas, R. Kelly. Slow it down and in the mood, but it's over now. 4-4, hit a fully drum with a band that. Band cap, coming to the fire, this is band cap. Fricka, rato, no more homies with Paco. With the cheese, I'ma bring the beef for the nachos. Mommy, poppy, granny, got them all in the loco. Here's the pins, knock a slab off, this a different win. Where's the landlord? Different keys, pay a different rent. Kick him down, rolling down the stairs, yelling 6, he a op. Choking on his blood on the set, he ain't crip. Cut it from the ear to the neck, here rip. My poem written dear to the end, make it stick. My life wrong, fucker in the dress, what a bitch. That life song banging from the drugs.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Lyrical LMF, the real Lyrical LMF, the Lyrical Chef on TikTok, you feel me? Right now we in Queens, we by Rockaway Boulevard, you feel me? So that's your Jamaica side, you feel me? Shout out to all the Caribbeans, shout out to all my Spanish folks, shout out to all my black folks, shout out to my white, shout out to my green, shout out to my orange, you feel me? Everybody's welcome. Right now the name of that song was Oppression, you feel me? That's out everywhere, you feel me? Under Lyrical LMF, that's Oppression, you feel me? That's a song that, you know, I usually don't do the name dissing, I usually don't do the dissing at all, but it was kind of personal. I was provoked into a way where I didn't want to go to jail no more, so I decided to just do a song, you feel me? And I'm trying to bring back that old school sound. Shout out to Slick Rick. I'm only shouting him out because I took a sample of his Lottie Dottie, We Like to Party. If y'all want to hear the rest, just stay tuned. Well, what inspired me to make music, a lot of people don't know this. When I was like around 8-9 years old, I took up poetry. Shout out to my mother, you feel me? My mother was a person that used to do poems, and I feel like I took on that trait because I used to see her do it. And I'll say from 8-9, it was poems. When I hit like 12, 13, around when I think it was Cameron's album, the Purple Haze cover, you understand? That was the first mistake I took, and I decided that I wanted to be a rapper. And then when Lil Wayne came and the Lil Wayne era took over, that's where I decided I wanted to be lyrical. You understand? And then once I hit my own characteristics and I said, you know what, I decided to who I wanted to be, which was lyrical. I said I gotta be much more than just the people I look up to. I gotta be my own person, because there's gonna be somebody else that's gonna wanna be like me. Growing up, it was more or less like Unc was somebody I wanted to be like in the streets. You understand? Those of y'all that know who Unc is, I don't wanna say too much, you understand? Y'all know that he was really a person that had a name and held weight, especially in the Latin community. And knowing that I ain't speak Spanish and knowing that I went to a different culture that wasn't Latin related, I felt like I had to do more to bring my name up and more to bring my respect up for myself. You understand? So that it was more of, I wanted to be like him in the streets. When it came to music, I wanted to be like DMX, I wanted to be like Lil Wayne, I wanted to be like Cameron, I wanted to be like people like that, you understand? And that's what inspired me to get to music, and that's what led me to ways to get to music. When I did my first bid in jail, after I did maybe like 16 months, and I got to know certain people, that's when I had to learn how to lose. Once you learn how to lose, that's when you can accept criticism. That's the whole purpose, that's the whole ego trip. Everybody have an ego trip, but they don't want to take criticism because they don't want to accept the fact that they might lose. You understand? They think they the shit, they think, oh nah, I got it. You gotta accept defeat sometimes, you feel me? And in order to accept defeat is to beat yourself. You understand? So how I beat myself is, like, let's just say, like, right now, I will do this right now, and it's like, if I feel like I ain't do it right, and I don't feel comfortable, yeah, I might be like, yo, that shit is fire, but in my mind, if I feel I could do better, once I question it, I gotta do it again. You feel me? I gotta feel comfortable with it. You understand? Cause I'm battling myself. What happened to my and that's a good question too, cause I gotta clarify that, cause I get asked that a lot. A lot of people think it's street related or gang related, you feel me? I actually do like to work. I actually did have a job, you feel me? I was working, and I don't know if y'all know when y'all pushing a dolly, Like, let's just say I get the thing that you put the refrigerator on and you push in the dolly, and now you got the bungee cord that wraps around it. Somebody in my job already prepared the dolly for me to bring it up the stairs. And I brought it up the stairs fine, and as I was rolling down the street to go load it, the bungee cord snapped. As soon as I heard the snap of the cord was as fast as the hook caught me right in my eye.
How old was you?
This was actually 2018. So this was a few years ago, so I was like, what, like 27 maybe, around there. You feel me? So
what was that pain like? You was like screaming and shit?
It was a traumatic experience. I had my son with me. You feel me? My son was like, I think like 3 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And
he knew what was going on?
I don't know if he knew exactly or if he was aware, but I knew when instincts kicked in, my son was my superhero at that time, because it was embarrassing and it was shameful to be on the floor, not being able to see, and all I'm seeing is my blood. And I'm seeing people walk past me and looking at me in disgust.
You was in the Bronx?
I was in Manhattan, in Lower Manhattan. I was about 57th and 7th. So, you know, if you know that area, that's a high-class area. That's with the up folks. And they treated me like I was a piece of shit. And I heard my son calling somebody. And my son came back with an elderly couple. Shout out to that couple. And they brought me aside. They called the ambulance. They took care of me, because all I know, I woke up and the ambulance was there, asked me if I could see, and all I was able to see was out of this eye. If you want to see my eye, you feel me? My eye was struck, it's there, you feel me? But I just can't see nothing out of my eye. You feel me? So yeah. Just go out to anybody, not just the eye incident, you feel me? Anybody that loses a limb or an organ that they feel that they needed their whole life or they was comfortable with their whole life. My first 2 years was hell. You understand? I caught a case behind that. I caught my first domestic violence case behind that, because my mom wasn't anger. There. I wasn't myself. When I was younger, I thought I used to try to kill myself by choking myself, taking a lot of Benadryl pills. It wasn't until this happened where I learned what trying to kill myself was, where I was actually cutting against the grain, trying to kill myself, cutting veins, trying to kill myself with my leg. You understand? I tried jumping out the second floor window thinking I was gonna do something. Like, it did a lot of damage into myself, and it humbled me to a point where I can't do nothing. You understand? I tried to kill myself so much that I laughed and I said, God don't even want me. You understand? So if God don't want me, that means he got me here for a purpose. You feel me? I decided to take that purpose, and I decided to take control of it. And I said, you know what? I'm not a great speaker. I'm not a great person to look at. I'm not a great talker, but I'm a great writer. You feel me? And through my writing, I feel I could unlock a lot of doors.
You feel like that right now? You feel like you're not a great speaker right now?
Like even now, you know why? Cause I got a lot of fuck ups. I got a lot of switch ups that I gotta do with my vocabulary. Some people would say I speak too hood or I speak too ghetto. And one day I'm gonna learn how to speak more properly. You understand? But for right now, I feel like I got a lot of adjustments I gotta do when it comes to my speaking manners and my speaking terms. For right now, I feel like I could hold the conversation and I could speak highly well for myself. You feel me? But I know I could do better. You feel me? College was the best, one of the best times of my life, because having my kids was the best time of my life. You feel me? There's no experience on like that. But besides my kids and besides being accomplished for myself, college was the best experience ever. You understand? All I was used to was the block. Shout out to Bronxdale Projects, you feel me? I don't really rep Bronxdale no more, I rep myself, you understand? But born and raised from Bronxdale Projects, Grand Concourse, 1882 Grand Concourse was the first building me and my moms lived at together, you feel me? But coming from something that I wasn't used to, it was a different experience. I'm not used to good mornings. I'm not used to friendly people. So it was an adjustment to where a lot of people started calling me New York. You understand? And I felt like I had more of a weight on my shoulders, because now I had to fit all the criterias they think of New York. You understand? And then it's like, I ain't have to, but I took that in because it's like, I do it anyways. So now I'm gonna do it 10 times more because I expect me to do it. I learned how to party, being out there, partying out here. I'll say my first party, I think I was 13, and I went to Mi Gentes with my cousins for tea night. They said I was 15, but I was actually 13. You understand? And it was more of a staying against the wall, smoking black miles at that time, thinking I'm cool, looking at females. Going to college was where you get pushed, and it's like, nah, you gotta go dance. You feel me? Nah, yo, my man's right here, like you, shorty. Do a belly shot off of his body and shit like that. Do a body shot and stuff like that. So it was more of a party life experience where I gravitated to. I like the attention because I had a football scholarship, so it was more of a right away. Females was on you. Right away, the attention of every athlete is on you. I never knew what it was to just have a whole team of people that's into football, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, and we all have our own mutual respect for each other. When we go to the cafeteria, we get to sit together. Cafeteria lady only gives us a special meal that everybody else can't get because we on teams, so we can't eat too much greasy food. So they won't give us fried chicken. We'll get grilled chicken. But instead of y'all having a burger, we'll get actually a burger with bacon or whatever. And the day we about to work out. So it was a great experience. You understand?
Let me ask you real quick. What was your family's reaction to you getting the scholarship? You remember the day? You could walk us through the day like you told everybody?
Yeah, I was the first person to go to college in my life. I mean, in my family. You understand? And my mutual family. When it comes to mom, dad, cousins, aunts, in that particular order, something like that. I was the first one to graduate high school. You understand? I was a walk-on scholarship. You feel me? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You feel me? I was a walk-on scholarship. What's a walk-on scholarship is where they didn't come and scout me. They didn't recruit me. I ain't go there with experience. I had to actually bust my ass off. You feel me? And I actually had to learn what it is to play from tackling in the streets to now I'm blindsided because I don't know how to look side to side. I'm not used to looking side to side with a helmet on. I'm used to seeing you while I'm looking straight. I can still see you, but with a helmet on, I'm looking straight and all you see is straight. You understand? I had to learn all that, so people who didn't believe in me. My family was excited when they heard the great news. They was happy for me, but they didn't know that I was going through hell and hassle in there because first of all, I wasn't accepted because I was a walk-on. So right away, they wasn't respecting me because you have people there that came from high schools that was top one in the state of Kentucky, Connecticut. You had another one that was top in Kentucky, another one that was top in Ireland, a top soccer player in Ireland, and he got recruited as a field goal kicker. And I'm going against these niggas as a walk-on. You understand? So I have more to grind, I have more to lose, I have more to gain. You understand? I was fat. I was almost like 240 pounds. There was a weight limit. You had to be 183 pounds. So that's where I learned how to get more workout. That's where I learned how to be more mental motivated. You understand? You could be physically motivated and you can wake up and do it, but then you're gonna quit if you're not mentally motivated. You're gonna sit here and say, you know what, I'm gonna do 25 reps 12 times, but not knowing you can actually do 50 reps 12 times if you mentally prepare yourself. You understand? And it was a different experience. I fucked that up because I actually became number 3 in Connecticut for strong safety and for middle linebacker, which led to a scholarship with Florida State. Now, this is a story I would like to tap into because this is something that hit my heart. You feel me?
My first day home off the rock, gangster. You feel me?
What you went in for?
Shit, robbery in first and kidnapping in the second.
Okay. Definitely. You feel me? I'm doing a little favor, you feel me? I like to speak to the youth, you feel me? Ezee 64 and Ezee Shed, you know, going raw out, free raw, raw's free, you feel me?
Free raw.
I just wanted to talk to you about, in the sense of, what was your experience in there before we can move forward?
I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody your age, my age, before
Gangster, I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing cool about that shit. That shit ain't cool.
How old are you?
Gangster, I'm 20 years old. That shit ain't cool. I'll be the first to tell you.
When did you catch your case?
I call my case back, I say 2022, October, before Halloween.
I talk about your experience, bro.
Yeah, my experience, nigga. That shit, I ain't gonna lie. That shit, it was times I wanted to break, you feel me? But I'm a grown-ass man at the end of the day. You wanna rock with a bunch of niggas that's your age, and sometimes niggas is younger than you. So, what the fuck I look like crying? You feel me? I'm a grown-ass man at the end of the day. If a nigga smack me in my face, I'ma smack him back. You feel me? Gangster. So, that's word of my mother. That's word of my little brothers, you feel me? You feel me? I'm not a bitch. So, at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do, feel me? Had to fight, got scars, gangster. It is what it is.
Where did scars come from?
I got niggas sidelined me with a broom.
Why you was locked up?
Yeah. Feel me?
He got a ticket for that, or you held it down for that?
I ain't telling nobody. Word to my mother. Feel me? I ain't telling nobody.
Definitely. So now, I'm gonna pick up on something you said, you feel me? You said something about, you know, you gotta keep it like a man, keep it stacked, you ain't have to cry and shit like that, you feel me? It was in jail when I learned it was okay to cry as a man. You understand? It was in jail that I learned that it was okay to communicate.
What
with
experience was
yourself
that?
and it was an experience where it's like, all right, this is your first time going in there and actually doing a bit.
And how old was you?
Going to jail.
Wait, your first time going to jail, how old was you?
My first time going to big boy jail. I was in juvenile before.
And how old was you? Because you was in and out your whole life.
Yeah, so my first time going to jail I was 13, and I went to Horizon. I went to Spofford. For those of y'all that's from New York, y'all know where that's at. That's like on the other side of Tiffany by Hunts Point in the Bronx.
So when did you find out, you know, it was okay to cry in jail?
It wasn't until I was an adult and I went downstate. I ain't never been upstate. I've been downstate to Greenwich, you understand? And my experience was different, you feel me? When I learned that it was okay to cry was when niggas try to rape me. You feel me? And that's something that I can openly speak about right now, and I can openly speak, and I tell a lot of young niggas, you feel me? Where it's like,
it's not funny.
You never been to jail. So
It's
where
not funny.
It's not funny, but now you ever heard of booty bandits? I'm being honest.
That's
my
a
brother, I ain't
You
gonna
never
lie.
heard of booty
Yo,
bandits?
gang, I never.
You
feel me?
touched the rock.
You a real nigga. I'm gonna keep it
you
a
feel
back.
me? But I'm gonna show you.
keep it a buck.
I'm gonna show you. I'm
Gangsta.
gonna keep
Easy.
it a buck. You feel me?
Easy.
This is exactly what happened to me. You feel me?
Told, bro.
A lot of niggas will fuck with it, a lot of niggas won't fuck with it. You feel me? There's a lot of niggas that I wasn't fucking with in jail. I did shit.
You was on the island?
I'm not talking about the island. I'm talking about when I was
Horizon.
downstate. I was downstate. I was downstate.
Oh,
I was downstate in
hell,
Greenwich.
downstate.
You understand? I was in a minimum, not even a maximum. And this is stories from a minimum. So imagine how the maximum is. You understand? There was a nigga that's known as a booty bandit. He was blood. You feel me? First of all, I believe if you gangbanging, there's two things you gotta stay away from, especially in jail. Gays, you understand? And gambling. You feel me? There's 3 G's you gotta stay away from in jail. Gangs, gays, and gambling. But if you're already into gangs,
that's a fact.
there's 2 things you gotta stay away from.
I was told that. Went to
Gays
my
and
mother.
gambling.
Went
You
to my
understand?
mother.
Now, he was a big time nigga that's known for knocking you out, sticking niggas up, but he'll fuck you. So imagine you have somebody that's bigger than you, 10 times bigger than you, and everything is all iron solid. And he tells you, yo, I'm about to knock you out. And if I do, I'm gonna fuck you. You wanna fight that nigga or you wanna cut that nigga? I'm gonna cut that nigga. You understand? That was something that I did, but I did it to the wrong nigga where he's actually feared and known and got respect. You understand? So now I'm new to jail. I'm new to this shit. I ain't know nothing about niggas socking your fucking lock. You understand? You was on the island. So if you was on the island, I don't know which side of the island you was on. You was probably either in the dorm section where you got 72 to maybe 250 beds, and then you're playing the Avs where you got First Ave and that's part of the bubble. Then you got Second Ave and you're moving up more to the top. Usually the niggas that got the crib is usually sleeping in the back. You understand?
I was in the cells.
But now you got the cells where it closes.
I was in the cells.
You understand? If you in the cells that way it closes, usually now you don't got the cage doors. You got the sliding doors.
But
Electric.
I was in the dorms too.
These shits pop. Now when they close, you got some shit that's on the side right here where you got
was in
certain
both.
niggas will pop that shit or they will stuff that shit where your shit will not lock. I ain't know nothing about this. I ain't know about going to jail, and I gotta check my shit and make sure there ain't no soap or no fucking stuffed in half pataki or some shit in. I ain't know nothing about that. I go to my cell, I go in, I'm laying down. Next thing you know, I'm hearing my cell open. I got 3 big ass niggas. One of them got a knife to me, and he's telling me if I get up, if I scream, I'm gonna get it. The first thing I did was get up and try to swing. I got stabbed to my hip, which is right here. You understand? The second thing, right here. You understand? The second thing that happened, now I'm getting hit. So now as he got it in me, and I'm feeling it, and I'm trying to fight with him, I'm getting decked, I'm getting pushed, because there's 3 niggas, and it's only me. You understand? The one nigga that I'm trying not to let knock me out is the nigga I know that fuck niggas. You understand? So I know in my mind, if this shit go crazy, I'm not trying to get nothing done to me.
Fact, though.
You feel me? So now the second thing happened to me was where I got cut in my chest. You understand? Which is right here. They cut me to my chest right there. You understand? If you can see it lightly, it's right here. They cut me in my chest. After cutting me in my chest, I tried to weave, and that's when I got cut on my neck. I got cut over here on my ear, the back of my ear. You understand? Then I put my hands up, and that's when I got cut on my hand over here. You feel me? I got cut there, and I caught a slice on my eyebrow. I forgot which eyebrow it is. I believe it's this one. But I got a cut to my eyebrow. You understand? Now I'm there. I'm going through all this, and I'm feeling. Now, no disrespect to you, but imagine you feeling all these wounds, you bleeding, and you feeling this. Niggas is trying to turn you. You understand? Now, I'm bleeding, I'm busted, and niggas trying to turn me, and as niggas trying to turn me, I'm feeling this. Niggas is trying to do this. So I'm in there trying to bite, kick, scream, all this. You understand? But at the same time,
they were black?
But at the same time, yeah, at the same time, you in jail. And you know in jail rules, if you following jail politics, you can't scream. There ain't no, yo, see ya! You understand? Because now if you do that, the niggas you jacking and
Definitely
that jacking
can't-
you,
definitely can't
they gonna
yell for
violate
CO.
you. Because they gonna look at you as you a crash out. You understand? So now you gotta hold this shit.
I heard people
Alright,
biting
you
on
understand?
pillows,
Violate.
blood
You
on the
understand?
Yo
sheets.
for a CO, but
Violate.
you could like you feel me?
You can't. You're not
Definitely
supposed to. You
You're not
understand?
letting
That's
niggas touch
snitching.
you.
You feel me? So now I'm going through this and I gotta still keep it down. You understand? If it wasn't for one nigga that walked by and whatever the fuck he did or who he went to go get, the COs came and stopped everything. But I'm already on the floor. I'm leaking. Niggas is on top of me, pounding me out and all this and that. You understand? I couldn't tell that story. I felt if I tell the story, niggas gonna look at me like, yeah, alright. You understand?
Yo,
But
keep it
it's
a
like-
bug. Is it the first time like you
like-
told this shit like openly?
On camera, yeah. But I said this to a lot of niggas because I want niggas to know that niggas that know me know already my background, know already how I give it up. My name rings bells on the island, Loco, Lou, or Coop. You understand? My name rings bells from Bronx to Queens. You feel me? So the people that know me, I want them to know that if this happened to me, it can happen to you, nigga. Like it's like it ain't just talking about it. I'm talking about it because we doing a vlog right now. But I believe if it's real, the streets talk. You understand? You don't need to tell nobody what you did or what you didn't do because somebody that really know you is gonna tell your story. You understand? So that's how I feel about it. So it's like I like to let niggas know. Like I don't really know him, and I'm doing a favor because of Ezee. Ezee know him. You feel
One
me?
thing I can say when I was
it's
on the
like-
rock,
Yeah.
nobody ever slapped me in my face. Nobody ever touched me in my face. Without something happened, and what did my mother, nigga, nobody ever slapped me in my face, nigga. But if anybody ever touched me in my face, nigga, they got touched back. That's word to my mother, nigga. That's word to my little brothers. That's word to my dad. Gangster. Word to my dad. Word to my
Yo,
dad,
so
nigga.
what- so-
Word to my dad.
The best thing you
He
can do
first day
right
out.
now. Wait,
Yo,
wait,
he
wait.
first day
That's
out.
word to my
wait,
mother,
wait,
nigga.
wait.
Anybody
Yo,
ever
yo.
say they touched me, nigga, I touched them back. That's word to my dad, nigga.
shit.
Regardless of what happened. Word to my mother. I never jacked nothing, nigga. Nobody
sure.
ever touched me on my face. That's word to my dad, nigga. Regardless of what niggas ever said,
your Instagram
nobody
for
ever
1, 2,
touched
3.
me on my face, nigga. Nigga, Rory Dot Legend, gangster. Nobody ever touched me on my face.
song for
Nobody
me?
ever did. I never jacked none of
Fresh
that.
song
Word
for
to
me?
my dad.
Fresh
What am
song
my
for me?
dad, nigga?
Next
Fresh
thing
from the
you need
island,
to do
gangster.
is also-
I'm fresh from the rock today. Word to my mother, nigga. I will never jack nothing from nobody. I don't give a fuck who you are, nigga. Word to my dad, nigga. Nobody will ever touch me in my face and I'm gonna jack it. That's word to my dad, nigga. Nobody ever, never, no, none of that, nigga. Word to my mother,
Yo,
gangster.
cool,
That's one of my
cool,
little brothers,
cool,
gangster.
cool,
That's one of my little
cool.
brothers, gangster.
Yo.
I know you done fucked up. One shot, you heard? Get you a pack in order, you bitch ass. Hey, yo, Lottie, this one for you. 6'4", give her head now, watch him tiptoe. Bitch fold, now your hands up, make a click.